Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and today, tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into day number 18 of the Advent calendar in 2022. Let's freaking go. Before we get into today's shenanigans, please do me that favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Helps us out a ton, and we seriously appreciate the support. But let's get into day 18. Day 18, right here on the docket. I hope I have enough because Olivia did not fill the sample up all the way. So hopefully I have enough to guess this bottle, but we will see. If you haven't been watching, shame on you. Shame on you. But here's your chance. Go back, watch the rest of the videos, come back, watch this one so you'll be fully caught up in all the shit show that's been happening. If you have been watching, you know the drill. We're trying to guess some bottles. We're trying to guess the price, proof, age, type, and finish, as well as the specific bottle of this here sample right here. So let's pour this little sample into a real Glen this time. Wow, this thing seems way too big after the last few days. But we're going to pour this sample into this Glen, and we're going to give her a little SJ for a sec. It's nice to be able to do a real SJ again. Real SJ. And then we're going to figure out, can we guess this bottle? On the nose. Ooh, that is ridiculously sweet. Ridiculously sweet. Ooh, man. It's like vanilla grapes. Powdered sugar, vanilla grapes. Little bit of a cherry. Heavy vanillas. A little bit of oak as well. Maybe like a light roast coffee bean. Very robust with that vanilla. It is like legitimately too much vanilla. This is the sweetest pour to date on the Advent calendar. Or at least today. We've had some pretty sweet pours in Advent so far, but this is ridiculously sweet. This is nothing but confectionery sugar, aka powdered sugar for those of you who don't like using bougie terms. But this is like legitimately like powdered sugar, heavy vanillas, a little bit of a grapey note. Grapey note makes me go in one direction, pretty much one direction only, like a grape soda. Little bit of like a crisp green apple. And a little bit of oak. Not too much oak. Not like an overwhelming amount of oak. But just like a really nice amount of oak. Like this is... whatever's in this glass would make an amazing beginner bourbon. Like this is a beginner bourbon that's going to knock a beginner's socks off. Like it's not knocking my socks off. But it's so ridiculously approachable. It's clearly a bourbon. It's not like that Irish whiskey a few days ago. It's clearly a bourbon, but it's just so freaking sweet on the nose. But let's get into the palate. We've talked about this for way too long. Let's taste this bad boy and see, is it actually a solid beginner bourbon? Oh yeah, it's even lighter on the nose and ridiculous amounts of powdered sugar. Oh my God, it's like candied apples and powdered sugar with grape soda. I have quite a few bourbons, but I don't remember anything that tastes like this. On the nose, I was thinking Buffalo Trace. This is right down the alley of what Buffalo Trace is, what it tastes like, but this is just so freaking sweet. It's so sweet. I don't know what Buffalo Trace this could be. Or even if it's Buffalo Trace. I don't think it's Wilderness Trail. My Wilderness Trail Bottle and Bond is very, very sweet as well, but it's more brown sugary. It's more brown sugary. This one's very like powdered sugary. But there is also a little bit of oak, which implies age, which is something I didn't pay attention to on the Knob Creek 12 year. But fool me once, you ain't gonna fool me twice. Not today, Satan. Not today. Yeah, there's that oak, and I get like a little bit of like a light roast coffee bean on there, which also kind of makes me think of something that's more aged, more dense, and more decadent, I guess. Man, what are you? What can you be? other than an incredible, like I said on the nose, this is a whiskey that would make an incredible like entry level beginner type bourbon. Like, hey, do you want to learn more about bourbon? Try this. This is going to be something that's super approachable, super easy, isn't the most complex at all, but is just so freaking good. Like this is something I could sit outside in the middle of the summer and just freaking crush. It is so nice. So freaking nice. There is an insane amount of powdered sugar on that. I think it's Buffalo Trace. It's very sweet, very, very sweet. Touch oak on the back. Is this my Eagle Rare pick? I mean, that is the only one I get insane amounts of like a heavy grape note, and I'm getting a grape note on this. I don't know if that's me just being like, hey, this is Buffalo Trace. You're probably going to taste some grape note. Just like when I start thinking like Old Forester 1792, it's like, oh, there's banana in here. Like this might be my mind playing tricks on me, but there's some grapiness in here. It is so much that confectionery sugar. This is like you're at the fair, you get one of those like treats with the little swirly dough stuff, and it's just caked in powdered sugar, and you're eating it. You got your little apple with your little candy on it, but that also has like that red candy apple, but also with more powdered sugar, and then some grape soda on the side. So I have my ideas of what I think this could be written down. So I have $40. I think it's a $40 Buffalo Trace product, and by that I think it's my Eagle Rare pick. There's a little bit of oak on the back end, which makes me think, hey, when you get a Buffalo Trace product and there's oak on it, where are you going to go? The 10-year-old age-stated one. So I'm going Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare pick, $40, 90 proof, 10 years old bourbon, and it's not finished. And I think that's it. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, other than maybe another Buffalo Trace product, but I don't think this is 100 proof. Because it just drinks so ridiculously easy. This drinks like water. Day 18 on the docket. Let's figure out, can we guess that bourbon? Oh, so freaking close. God dang it. So close. But point-wise, so terribly wrong. So off. That being said, so freaking close, but so far away. The bottle we are drinking tonight, the bottle that was in this very small sample, which is basically now gone at this point, was John J. Bowman Single Barrel. My favorite of the Buffalo Trace adjacent products. Buffalo Trace adjacent. I think John J. Bowman is like the Blanton's that everyone wishes Blanton's was. It's so freaking good. That is amazing. I thought that was my Eagle Rare. Unfortunately, I guess $40. That's a $50 product. So I'm $10 off. Not getting a point there. I guess 90 proof because, again, that is so ridiculously sweet. That is a dangerous bourbon. Because it's a 100 proof bourbon that drinks like it's 80 proof. I mean, maybe not 80 proof, but 90 proof. And then it is not 10 years old. It is a bourbon, and it's not finished, and it's definitely not an Eagle Rare pick. So kind of off on points, but like so close in theory. In theory, I'm going to give myself an adjacent W, but in actuality, I'm taking a huge L today because I'm only leaving with literally 2 points. That is a wrap for this video. Please do me that favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you thought about today's video. Also, let me know what you thought about the Advent calendar as a whole. Also, do me that favor. Check out the Facebook, Instagram, and the Patreon. The links for all that stuff are down there below. That's a wrap for this video, folks. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.